Hi, Ron here from beautiful Palm Desert in California. I'm out here staying at a friend's home in a beautiful location and have had some great meetings this week with a group called Convene, which is an outstanding organization that services Christian business leaders around the world. And I'm getting ready to go to a wonderful time with my daughter at Stagecoach, which is at Coachella, which is a big festival, music festival. It's a country music festival, and Molly sings in a group called the Sam Outlaw Band. She's the lead female vocalist, and Sam's the lead guy vocalist. And they just finished a tour of Europe, and they're going to have a great time singing here. In fact, Carrie Underwood is singing later tonight as well, and looking forward to hearing her as well. So as I'm out here spending some time reflecting, watching the news about particularly the political systems and what's going on today, it's made me think about the question that many of my friends ask me in North America, and that is, well, how do we choose the right person to vote for? I mean, there's pros and cons for everyone, of course, and it depends on your worldview, but assuming you have a worldview that's basically a Judeo-Christian ethic worldview, you're going to have a sense of those elements, those qualities, those policies that are critical to you, certainly those values. And we ought to vote for people, obviously, who are supporting our core values. But here's the fourfold grid that I'm always thinking about with leadership overall, and I use that to determine who I would best want to have represent us as the President of the United States or in any other office, whether it be political or educational or business or any profession. And here are the four things you might want to think about. Basically, they're this. They're competence, there's commitment, there's chemistry, and then there's character. Now let me unpack those briefly. First, I like to look at people's competence. Obviously, you don't want anyone in leadership or someone representing you who's not competent, and that means competent at getting the job done. And think of the role of presidency in this case, and think of the elements that are needed where a person needs to be competent to get things done, and choose that kind of person. Frankly, I think we've struggled with that in Washington, D.C. We've had gridlock, so competence becomes a big issue, the ability to move us forward. To work with the leadership, to get things done, and to be a strong advocate, a leader, a facilitator, someone who can get the work done with people. So one is competence. Two is commitment. Obviously, you want people engaged who are passionate, who are committed, who are going to stick with it, who are going to give 100% to it while they're in office. And so commitment becomes a big deal. You pay a heavy price in any leadership role, but presidency is absolutely overwhelming. We watch Barack Obama, as all other presidents before him, gray prematurely being in office. It's an incredibly stressful job, so you want committed people. The third thing you want is chemistry. Chemistry is the ability to work with people. It's the ability to relate to people, to engage people, to involve them, to serve them, to build them up, to hold them accountable. It's that relational aspect. I like what one author said. He said, in the right key you can say anything, in the wrong key nothing. The delicate part of life is establishing the key. So I think you want to think about the leader you vote for and say, can that person establish the right key? Can they work collegially with people? Can they actually work with people? Can they cut deals with people, as you have to do in the political realm? And then, will they be likable? Will people engage with them? Will they work with them? Will they have a relationship with them? Certainly, will they be committed at least to work together and feel honored and respected and built up? That becomes critical in chemistry. And then the fourth thing is character. That's certainly the most important from my viewpoint, but you want people in positions of influence, or people of character, people who have a life lived from the inside out. They're principle driven. That means they have integrity. That means their word is their bond. That character has to do with hard work. It has to do with graciousness. It has to do with honoring people. It has to do with certainly honoring God having a real understanding that they have a higher authority, but it's an inside-out kind of living. It's not the person who's acting one way externally and living somewhere internally. Someone has said, personality is what we are in public, character is what we are in private. And we want people who are people of character, who are living lives that are honorable and the right kind of life. So you need to make the choice, but those are the four things I'd use as my grid. Are they competent? Are they committed? Are they good at chemistry? And do they have right, and of course as believers, godly character? I look forward to hear what kind of choice you make going forward and how you grapple with these things. Thanks, and Ron signing off from Palm Desert, California.